Alrighty, party peoples of the interwebs, ding dong, the wicked witch of the north is dead. Metaphorically speaking, Justin Trudeau announces today that he is resigning. Resigning as Prime Minister, leader of the Liberal Party. He'll stay there until they find a replacement for him after their contest, the appropriate contest to determine his replacement. He has prorogued Parliament, I think, until March. And my phone, obviously and predictably, has been blowing up today. Everybody asking me, Viva, are you finally now going to cut your hair? The freedom fro must grow until freedom. And now I have found freedom in the free state of Florida. And Justin Trudeau is resigning. Still not cutting my hair. I will find a mental gymnastics motivated reason to say why I have not yet found the full freedom that is required in order for me to cut my hair. The irony, by the way, the timing cannot be lost on all of us. January 6, 2025. 4-year anniversary of the insurrection that never was, the Fedsurrection. I made the joke on Twitter today that the January 6th insurrection was so bad and so devastating that it overthrew the Liberal government 4 years later. The bottom line, Justin Trudeau, on this 6th day of January 2025, is announcing that he is finally stepping down. And a little bit of pity for the beast here. Can you imagine being Justin Trudeau and there is literally not a person on earth, and I think I'm not exaggerating, there's not one person on earth who is sad to see that piece of detritus go. Not one. Chrystia Freeland, his partner in crime for the last however many years, puts out a little tweet, we wish Justin Trudeau the very best. The very best prison cell is what he deserves. I don't even think his now ex-wife is sad to see him go. I mean, she's probably sad to see him go in a way because she's going to have to maybe spend more time with him on a personal level. Okay, jokes aside. There's not a person on earth who is sad to see Justin Trudeau go. That is how loathed and reviled Justin Trudeau is. How do I feel about this? I mean, it's a little bit of too little too late, but better late than never. The man has had a decade, virtually a decade, we're on the cusp of a full decade, to destroy Canada the way he's done it. He has not quite turned Canada into the basic dictatorship of China, but that's only because there's a group of people, truckers, I'm looking at you, who refuse to be governed like slaves. But he has done his very best to turn Canada into a fully communist-style country. Censorship, undue punishment for protesting the government. Justin Trudeau has destroyed Canada. The only question is, can Canada ever come back? So Justin Trudeau is going to resign. There will be, by all accounts and by my own prediction, a majority Conservative government after the next election. And that's fine if you like Pierre Poilievre. I do not mind Pierre Poilievre in the sense that I believe he's a fair-weather politician, in that he will go where the political tides take him, in that he can listen to public opinion and then be swayed by it, much like he was against the trucker protest when it was popular to be against it, and then was for the trucker protest when he thought it was popular to be for the protest, and then he was back against it after the Rouleau Commission came out and ratified Justin Trudeau's invocation of the Emergencies Act. So Pierre Poilievre is a useful politician in that he's malleable. But I hope that in the next Conservative majority there will be enough PPC, People's Party of Candidates, seats in the House for a meaningful opposition party, for a meaningful Conservative party. And I don't even use the term conservative in a conservative sense, but in a constitutionalist sense. The bottom line, however, Justin Trudeau is out. Too little, too late, but better late than never. Can Canada come back from this? Jagmeet Singh, scumbag extraordinaire, takes to Twitter now, and he's gone on the offensive. Jagmeet Singh, who has propped up Justin Trudeau's wholesale destruction of Canada for the last 2-3 years. He propped up that government just long enough so that traitorous bastard could secure his federal pension. He's now on the offensive, now saying, come to the NDP, the New Democrat Party. We're the party of the people. They are the party of corruption. They are the party of the wholesale destruction of Canada as well. I put a lot of the blame on the Conservatives equally. But the bottom line is, Justin Trudeau is out. Who's going to replace him? Be no better than Justin Trudeau. Might be slightly worse in that it will not be a person that makes you want to puke whenever they open their mouths because of the sound of their voice and the coif of their hair. Hashtag no confession through projection. I appreciate the criticism that people can make of me. But it'll be a little bit better than Justin Trudeau. The man has to resign in order to salvage whatever dignity is left, and that's none, in my humble opinion, of that Liberal Party of Canada. He has to resign and say, oh my goodness, if you watched his presser when he announces his resignation, pats himself on the back, strokes himself in all places as to the goodness that he's done for Canada. The man has destroyed the fabric of Canadian society. By design or by accident, the outcome is the same. And Jagmeet Singh, coming on the offensive right now and saying, oh, we're gonna fight the liberals and we're gonna fight the conservatives. Jagmeet Singh, you are a scumbag stain on Canada. I don't know that Canada can come back from where it's at right now. You've got infiltration, influence at all levels of government in all parties. It's not an accident that the Conservatives have been distracting from the actual foreign, Chinese, Indian interference in Canadian Parliament with this bullcrap Russiagate nonsense. It's not an accident. So whether or not a majority Conservative government is going to save Canada, I don't think it will. It'll stifle the destruction, and then maybe you'll get some more conservative actual voices pushing back. But at the very least, what we've got right now is a pause on the abuse. We've got right now a pause on the destruction. And we'll see where it goes from there. Justin Trudeau, in his speech, he comes out and says, I've always been a fighter. A fighter? I can see how the person who's the abuser thinks that their abuse is fighting. But Justin Trudeau is no fighter. He is an abuser. A wholesale abuser of Canadians across the country, whether or not they know it. We'll see. Does it get better? Under a Conservative government, at least it will stop getting worse. So there's that. But this could not have come soon enough. It's come a little bit too late. And the consequences might be irreversible to some extent. And certainly the damage to the fabric of Canadian society, irreversible. I mean, we're going to deal with long-term problems that I think might have attained a certain momentum that makes them irreversible. The housing crisis is one thing. The immigration crisis is another. I believe we are going to have actual national security issues in Canada that are going to take years, if not decades, if ever, to be remedied. You've got segments of society, cities in Canada, that whatever you think Canada looks like or doesn't look like, they're quite clearly not Canada. When you have proportions of a population that actually think the Canadians are the invaders, you have segments of the population that don't speak either English or French. You have 5 million people on temporary visas who are not going to leave quite so voluntarily. So congrats, Justin Trudeau. You might very well have destroyed Canada. And whether or not a Pierre Poilievre Conservative government is going to be able to right all of those wrongs, fix all of those problems, I'm very, very skeptical. And this is no time for a victory lap. It's like, okay, great. You've stopped beating me. Now maybe my wounds can start to heal. That's what this is. But the bottom line, good riddance to bad rubbish. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. Justin Trudeau, to invoke that Jeremy Piven meme, get the F out. You will not be missed, and you will go down as the biggest stain on Canadian history ever. Jagmeet Singh, you're a close second. We'll see how history plays out. So that is it. Those are my meandering thoughts. Ding dong. Justin Trudeau is no longer in office. If you like my stuff, just make sure you're subscribed and notifications turned on, and I will be going live today if you're watching this today, and I will be on with Matt Gaetz this afternoon talking about this. I'll be on with RT, because Viva is one of those Russian assets because he's spreading narratives that run contrary to corrupt Justin Trudeau and Jagmeet Singh's political narratives. I have one word for anybody who accuses me of that. Kiss my bottom. That's not one word, that's 3, but that is it. See you all soon. Peace out, peeps. Booyah!